making this wonderful lantern out of things you might throw away. And nostalgia alert, here's an unusual collection, antique gumball machines. Then Chris and Harvey create a handy stepping stool for your kitchen. All this and more today on Home Matters. Welcome to Home Matters. I'm Susan Powell.
And I'm Chris McWatt.
We have got a great show today, Chris.
You know why? Because I love saving money. You know that about me. I'm cheap.
You're cheap. You know that we are going to make a couple of things today that we saw in catalogs, but we figured out we can make it for a lot less.
A lot less. And we're going to, and we're almost going to top the catalog. I don't want to say that out loud. There, I said it. We're going to top the catalog. We are. They're better than the catalog.
And speaking of the catalog, I went to the United Nations and cooked with the ladies of the United Nations. It was so amazing.
A whole world, all the countries in the world at the table.
Just one recipe from Tunisia.
Oh, okay.
Couscous, but that's coming up later.
Okay.
You know, just because we don't cook something every day doesn't mean we can't cook it at all. Our first guest is the author of Fish and Shellfish and Splendid Soups, as well as his latest book, Essentials of Cooking. Acclaimed chef James Peterson is here to discuss culinary techniques. Thank you for being with us today, James.
Susan, hi. Thank you for having me back.
Now, tell me what you're going to make today.
I'm going to make rabbit.
And it's something that is really, when you go into a French restaurant, what does it say in the menu?
A rabbit is common as chicken in France.
But what is it called in French?
Lapin.
Lapin is something on every French menu.
Just about. Yeah. It's a country kind of dish. It's not a luxurious dish. It's not fancy. We tend to think of it as kind of a fancy thing because it's French and we don't hear of it. But it's really everyday, it's inexpensive.
And it's kind of coming into vogue in this country,
It's catching on.
Yeah.
And one of the wonderful things about rabbit is that they aren't bred and they don't take well to being bred in battery conditions where they're very confined. So they're all somewhat free range.
I see.
So they're tastier and they're healthier than chicken often.
Okay, so it smells wonderful.
So let me start here.
Get started.
What I'm going to do is, first off, I get some nice melted butter here, and I season the rabbit, which we already have cut up. I'm going to show you in a minute how to cut up a rabbit. We're going to season it with salt and pepper.
Lapin.
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 I just took a course at Berlitz to improve my French.
Did you really? Did it work?
Well, I don't know.
It's very good. It's very good.
So we put all our rabbit pieces in here, and I season the outside, put them in the pan, and then season once they're in the pan. That way I don't have to turn them back and forth twice.
You know, some chefs do not, speaking of cooking techniques, some chefs say that you're not supposed to put salt on the meat before you put it in the pan. What do you think?
Well, the idea behind that, Susan, is that it makes meat wet.
Because it sweats it?
It sweats it, exactly.
Right.
It draws out moisture. So if you're trying to get meat that's nice and brown, like a crispy steak, well, if it's wet, it won't brown as well.
So do you think that you shouldn't salt it until it's in the pan?
So what I do, I either salt it at the very last minute, or I salt it a couple hours ahead of time if I think of it, which is rare. Usually I think of it.
Okay, so now this is browning here, and we've got one over here a little further along.
This you cook just like chicken. We cook it about 10 minutes on each side till it's cooked through, and then we're going to sneak over here. I already got this started, and let me turn this down a little bit because it's getting a little too hot, and you can see what it looks like when it's done.
So nice. Now, that didn't have any trouble browning, and you salted it before.
No, rabbit doesn't draw out much moisture, so it's not really a big problem.
Okay.
So I take out these little forelegs, little hind legs, and the saddle. Now this is burnt fat. We want to get rid of this. So I'm going to throw it out there in the little bowl for the grease. And then I take, you see all these juices in here?
Yeah.
I take shallots. You can put garlic in here. You can put different spices, herbs. You can play around with this. This is kind of a model.
And as you say, this is country food. It's like whatever's fresh that you're growing.
Well, we're doing a rather luxurious version because we're using morels that cost $49 a pound.
Ooh.
Not always.
Right.
But they can be very expensive. But some people are fortunate enough to live in places where they grow wild.
But you wouldn't want to go out there picking morels wild, would you?
Well, it's best to know what you're doing.
I would say.
But they're very easily recognized.
Yes,
I'm not suggesting people do it without someone who knows, but they're one of the easier mushrooms to identify.
Without one of those pigs that knows how to look.
No, that's for truffles.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got. You can smell it. I
Yeah.
wish we had smell-o-vision. You can't smell it. Now, I deglaze
There's
the
something
pan.
different between, I love using shallots too, rather than garlic or onion sometimes. They just have a very specific
There's
flavor.
a very specific
And what's that
flavor.
wine that you're
That was
deglazing that
white
with?
wine. You can use onion too.
Yeah.
Now, I'm always doing stuff if I don't want to go out of the house.
Yeah.
I'm lazy. I don't want to go to the corner to buy an onion. So I get that reducing that infuses the flavor.
I like that you started using a lot of choreography in your cooking.
Well, it's to symbolize aromas, which we can't
You can't actually do, yeah.
Because we can smell it. Then
Thank you.
Then I take broth. I hope you can smell it.
And that's chicken broth.
That's chicken broth. You can use beef broth. I don't use canned broth because it gets too salty.
Well, they make it low sodium.
But
though,
you can get the
now,
low
too. Yeah.
sodium, and there are a couple of products.
Why don't I just tell you that since you wrote the book?
No,
they
I
make
always-
it low
I always
sodium.
learn tips. I got to
James.
keep learning, right? Now, while this is going on, we cheated a little bit, but we're sautéing these morels. And morels are these little guys, and they're cone-shaped.
And do they come constituted like that, or you have to
Well,
reconstitute
these are
them?
fresh.
Oh.
If you buy dry ones,
Ew.
you can. Oh, they smell bad?
Oh, kind of, you know.
They
And they just smell earthy.
Earthy
Yeah.
smell. They're delicious.
Okay.
And you can buy dry
I love to
ones
eat 'em.
out of season. So anyway, just to show people, I'm going to throw a few more in here.
Now that sauce is the same, but it's just been cooked down a little bit more.
Now this is just a little butter and shallot. And we toss these. Now you can use regular mushrooms. You can use chanterelles. You can use any kind of mushroom you like. So
What am I doing with this parsley?
That's going in at the end.
Oh, okay.
Let's
that's-
put a little more broth in here.
Okay.
We'll keep cooking our mushrooms. Now, while all this stuff is going on,
Now what are you waiting for? You're just waiting for that to cook down. This is not the same sauce then. This is just butter and shallots.
well, this really isn't a sauce. This is just the sautéed mushrooms.
Oh, okay.
And I'm sautéing them to bring out their flavor. You see, if you smelled it, don't burn
Wow.
yourself.
Smells a lot better when
But
they cook.
doesn't it smell? It smells delicious, doesn't it?
Ooh.
Oh, these are great.
Very
these are
nice.
so fabulous. Okay, now while this is going on, I'm going to show you how to cut up the rabbit.
Okay.
And if you can figure out how to use the
Well,
tongs.
I was just going to kind of see what
You wanna
this was
turn 'em
doing.
over?
Yeah. Just go ahead.
The heat's a little high.
That's
I'm gonna
okay.
turn it down a
Sounds
tad.
pretty, doesn't
That's
it?
gorgeous.
Yeah, isn't that pretty?
Gorgeous.
Now to cut
Okay.
this, do you recommend that the butcher cut this first, or is it easy enough to do yourself?
You can do it yourself, and half the time, they're starting to sell rabbits in the supermarket.
Sure.
And half the time you buy them whole anyway, so you should know how to do
You
this.
see them a lot in Asian markets. Very
Oh,
common.
sure. Well, they're cheap. Okay, so it's got 2 hind legs, a saddle, and then this front section you don't usually eat. And you can, but what I do is I just cut through. See, there's this joint in here. Cut the legs off. Snap it back. There's a little sort of bone in there that you want to cut under.
This
and
is very Julia.
Very Julia. Well, that's
Very
a compliment.
Julia. Yeah, you're being very Julia
See,
right
there's
now.
a joint in there. You get under
Oh, I
there.
see. Uh-huh.
And then you get these 2 legs off.
And she
See?
cooks all this
Just like,
wonderful
and then
French
cook them
food.
just like chicken thighs. And then we get this little stub, which I'm going to hack off. Now, if you're making a stew, you can put that in there because it gives flavor to the juices.
Sure.
But you don't eat it because it's hard to eat. Now,
Right.
this section is the saddle. And you see here there's a rib cage, and I cut up the first 2 ribs on each side to the back, and do it on both sides. You see, what I've done is I've cut the rib cage, which is sort of like cutting yourself in half right about
Oh,
here.
please. Be the chef.
All right. I'll stop at the anatomy lesson.
Yes.
Okay, these are the 4 legs, which come right off, because there's no joint. They're just held on there with flesh, with
Right.
muscle.
And that's it,
So I
kind
cut
of,
that
isn't
up.
it?
That's it. And then I like to cut this in half.
Yeah, because it's big and that'll make 2 nice servings.
So you can make, if you're generous, you can make 2 servings out of, give each person a part of the saddle and a part of the thigh.
Okay, so now we've
So,
got everything cooking here.
now,
We've got the sauce cooking down.
This is cooked down. We add our cream. Don't try substituting milk.
No, because it won't
Put
work.
our mushrooms in there.
Mushrooms, butter,
Oh, just smell that. Doesn't that smell great?
fabulous.
Parsley. You can throw the parsley in now.
Okay, and again, this is all served over the rabbit or the, say it again.
Well, I'll show you.
You need to
Just
practice
spin
your
it right
French.
over.
Say it again.
Lapin.
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 Au mori.
Au mourir.
Mori is what morals are in French.
Au mourir.
Mori.
Marie. So it is something that you might not want to cook every day, but certainly very impressive for company and fun to do if you've got one of those wonderful islands in your kitchen to help everybody
Oh, yes,
help
and let
prepare.
everybody, and the smells are so great. Oh, there goes the morel. Can you
Oh.
put that on there?
Well, maybe not.
Oh, you're going to eat it?
Oh, I love morels.
Aren't they great?
James Peterson, it's always a joy to have you with us.
Susan, thanks.
Thanks for being here. Coming up, we make a clean sweep of your carpet. Then, remember the thrill of putting in the coin, then reaching up to turn the little knob? That's all coming up when Home Matters returns.
Reclaim your closet. Store your new stuff. You can at the Home Depot. With special buys on everything you need to be neater. And right now, get a free gift card worth up to $40 with select storage purchases. Plus, get no payments, no interest till January 2006 on everything in the store with your Home Depot or Expo consumer credit card. Get the know-how to make your dollars work harder this year. You can at the Home Depot. You can do it. We can help.
If you are overweight and losing the battle of the bulge, you are not alone. Have you tried low-fat diets, counting calories, diet pills, but still nothing has worked for you? Finally, there's an answer. For the first time, the world-famous low-carb Atkins diet is available on a convenient DVD. Simply let Dr. Atkins himself show you how to lose the weight on the Atkins Complete DVD. If you want to lose 5, 10, 15, 20 pounds or more while still enjoying the rich, delicious foods you love, call now. Get the DVD plus a personal diet manual, carbohydrate gram counter, and a meal planner with over 90 controlled carb recipes. An exclusive value of over $50 for only $24.99. But wait, if you order right now, you'll also receive 3 Atkins Cinnamon Bun Morning Start Bars. Packed with protein, fiber, vitamins, and minerals, it's our free gift with your order. Call the number on your screen now.
Visit us on the web, the Discovery homepage, where you can find recipes, decorating tips, and more. Get to know your favorite hosts and check out our up-to-date program information. Go to discovery.com and click on Discovery Home. The designer guys are put to the test with a brand new show. Their mission? To redesign a room for a client they've only met one time. The challenge? Working together. Design Rivals, premiering January 8th at 8:30 on Discovery Home Channel.
Defined abs. Everybody wants them, but they're so hard to get.
For me and apparently many others, expensive gadgets and gizmos just aren't the answer. The real secret to getting great abs lies in 2 key factors. Number 1, training variety to stimulate muscle development, and number 2, nutritional insights to lose fat deposits so you can see results.
New from Fitness Made Simple comes 6-pack abs with John Baisdow, the complete abdominal sculpting video for both men and women. 6-pack abs incorporates both key factors with 3 different 10-minute or less home workouts and fat-fighting nutritional tips.
Food-wise, now I know what to eat and when to eat it.
I've dropped 40 pounds. It's not a lot of hype, it's not Hollywood, it really works.
6-pack abs has everything to maintain the ab definition I want. This video eliminates all the guesswork and provides a complete blueprint to building a lean, toned midsection.
Call now to order 6-pack abs with John Baisdow.
Fitness Made Simple, bringing real results to real people.
Coming up next, it's Christopher Lowell. Get inspired with his fresh ideas and give new life to your living space with design tips from Christopher Lowell. Next on Discovery Home Channel.
You know, keeping your home clean can be so complicated, Chris.
That's why I don't keep mine clean. I'm just kidding. There's more to cleaning your carpets than just vacuuming.
Well, courtesy of a website called Mrs. Fix-It, we have some suggestions.
Is she married to Mr. Fix-It?
I think she probably is. Do you know that you're not supposed to walk on your carpet in your bare feet because of the oils in your feet? They get in your carpet. You should always wear socks or slippers when you're walking around your house. Go figure.
That means I have to cover my feet when I walk around my house.
Correctamundo. Yeah. And also, static electricity attracts dirt. To prevent that, mix 1 1/4 cup of water with 1/4 cup of fabric softener. Put it in a spritzer bottle, spray your carpet, and then you'll have less dirt when you go to clean it.
Want to enhance your vacuuming? I know you do. Before you vacuum in a specific area, take some cornstarch, sprinkle it around. That's cornstarch. That's right. I said cornstarch. And then wait a half hour and vacuum it up.
What are you going to do in a half an hour?
Well, you're going to take your shoes off. So you're going to put your shoes back on because you've been running around your whole house with nothing on, but in your shoes or something like that. So you have a specific stain also. Take some window cleaner.
Window cleaner?
You know, this is working out well.
Oh, no.
Then you spray the window cleaner on the specific spot and move that out of the way.
Et voila.
Blot,
Does
blot,
it work?
blot.
Does it work? Does it work? Does it work? Does it work? It
Thank you so very
works!
much.
That is amazing.
See what you can learn on this show?
See what you can learn on this. Mrs. Fix-It, how about her? Well, we have seen just about every hobby in the world on this show. But next, we have a collection that you probably never even thought of. Watch.
Gumballs, those chewy little balls loaded and coated with sugar and that hard candy shell that can light up any child's face with excitement. Remember when they used to cost a penny?
When I put a penny in any machine, it brings me back to my childhood.
Donald has been collecting gumball and peanut vending machines for over 15 years.
About 15 to 20 years ago, I was walking through an antique shop, and I saw one, and it brought me back to when I was a child, and I thought, wow, I have to have it. After I bought it, 1 turned into 5, 5 turned into 10, and that's how I got started. There are probably somewhere in the neighborhood of several hundred collectors of antique gumball and peanut vending machines. Most non-collectors don't know what they have. I have a friend, and he found a machine for $440 in a shop in upstate New York and sold it for in excess of $75,000.
Don't go checking in your attic just yet. Not all gumball and peanut machines are treated equally, and it helps to have an advantage over the competition.
I'm in the restoration business. I have a business that I restore antique brass and copper, and it's good for me because if I find a machine that is incomplete or is rusty, I have the ability to sandblast it, repaint it, and bring it back to its original condition.
And gumball machines aren't just for kids. Don has a really interesting collection of machines for adults.
This particular machine is made by the Peerless Products Company. It's called a magic vendor, so that when you put a penny in the machine and this wheel spun around, if it landed on the magic symbol, you won a free beer. The race park vendor had horses incorporated inside of it that whenever you put a penny in it, the horses would spin around, and if your horse matched the same color as the gumball that you received a prize. This particular machine is called a Scoopy Gum Vendor. Inside of it there's a clockwork mechanism so that when you put a penny in it, the little man goes over and opens the door and scoops one gumball out and scoops it down into the into your hand. A low-end peanut machine or gumball machine you can still buy that is a really nice machine that the average person would buy would probably run you anywhere from $75 to $125.
Now that search for an antique gumball machine for the average person to the serious collector has gone high-tech.
Well, before the internet, collecting was like on a one-to-one type basis, and a lot of things now, just like on the internet, there are a lot of internet auction companies, and they have specific sites for coin-operated machines and vending machines, and it leaves a bigger door open so that people can buy and sell and trade online.
Gumballs might cost 25 cents now, and maybe gumballs are bigger, and you probably can't find any peanut machines anymore. The joy they bring to children is still the same. What an amazing collection.
Oh, doesn't that bring back memories?
Oh, great memories.
Do you remember begging your mother for money at the grocery store to go to the gumball machine?
My friends owned a store, so we would go up there all day and afternoon and get gumballs and little prizes.
The satisfaction of putting a penny in and turning the little knob and see?
Oh my God, they're popping out.
And sometimes you get 2 for the price of 1. Oh, the satisfaction continues.
Love America.
Coming up, what can you do with old tin cans? Feed a goat? No, make a beautiful lantern. We'll show you how when Home Matters returns.
Timing couldn't be better. The savings couldn't be bigger. It's the after Christmas sale at Sears. With massive year-end savings you've been waiting for, like home appliances, they're all on sale. Treadmills, elliptical, and strength training all on sale too. Plus, we're blowing out prices on bedding and towels with our White and Bright sale and clearing out fashion clearance with 20% off already incredible sale prices. The timing's right, the sale's right on. The after Christmas sale. Let the hunt begin at Sears. Good life, great price.
Hidden Valley Ranch is coming to Chicago's Navy Pier, asking folks, how should ranch dressing taste?
Creamy, thick, that's what it's supposed to taste like.
I could tell this is Hidden Valley because it's
perfect.
Hidden Valley is the original.
This is the real deal.
I don't know of any other brands that can compare to this.
Hidden Valley Ranch dressing. We made it first, we made it right.
Really tastes good.
Hidden Valley Ranch, the way ranch is supposed to taste. And light original ranch. Nothing's light about the taste.
Fat is sneaky. Somewhere inside this body is a healthier size 8. If only it were that easy.
If you have the will, we have the way.
I have the vision. Oops. What I need is the plan.
Join the National Body Challenge, an 8-week diet and fitness program. To sign up, log on to discovery.com/health and get a free trial membership to Valley Total Fitness plus much more. Join the Discovery Health National Body Challenge today.
Coming up next, it's Christopher Lowell, and he's here to share his professional design expertise. Update your everyday living space with a little inspiration from Christopher Lowell. Next on Discovery Home Channel.
Hi, welcome back. The warm glow of a copper lantern really can be magical. With us today, all the way from Sussex, England, is the author of Wire Magic, Michael Ball. Michael, thank you so much for coming so far to talk to us about this today.
It's a pleasure.
And you brought a beautiful little lantern with you that you made yourself.
That's true.
What are the raw materials that are in that?
Well, most of the stuff you can find in your trash. There's a jelly jar, a tin can.
Or jam if you're in Sussex.
Indeed,
yes.
jam. A coat hanger. And then we've got a couple of bought items. This is just regular craft copper foil. And then we've got some ordinary wire here.
All right, so when you're going to start this project, where do you begin?
Well, first off, I've got to say that I should really be wearing gloves. I'm not, just because I'm used to doing it without gloves, but if you're doing it at home, do please
Put the
wear
gloves
gloves.
on.
The first step is to cut around the can. I'm using a regular utility knife, but you could also do it just with a pair of tin snips if you make a hole in the can. Now, once you've cut around it, you're going to end up with sections like this. Now, this is probably slightly neater than it'll look when you first cut it. I've neatened it up just by trimming off 1/8 of an inch.
You just basically
all the way
cut the
around.
bottom and the top off of that can.
That's it, yeah. And then just trim it out like
Look
that.
at
And you
those
get a
scissors
nice,
cutting
neat
that.
finish.
All right. So next, you're going to work with this this craft foil, really.
That's
It's
it.
kind of nice now these days and easy to come by.
Yeah, very easy to work with as well. I love the ease with which you can get a really nice embossed design on
Yeah.
the surface. Now, you can see I've started one there. I'm going to do a bit more.
Now, is this a pattern that you just chose for this particular project?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, you can use anything you want. A rubber stamp is a great way of creating a repeating pattern like this, or just trace something, anything you like. You can see that I've made this paper template here. This is simply done just by wrapping a piece of paper around the tin can. And that's how come you end up with this curved section instead of straight. The
I
lip
see, 'cause
gives
we're
it
gonna
that
cover
curve.
that.
Yeah, exactly.
I like doing this embossing. It's very addicting. And I also like using a ballpoint pen. Is that your tool of choice?
Well, it works really well. I like it.
It makes a nice... You got to be careful, too.
Well, yeah, you've got to take it easy.
All right. So to cover your tin can section, how do you go about doing that?
Well, you can see that I've cut out the section here, and I've made a series of tabs along the edge there, if you want to just finish those tabs down there to the end.
Okay.
Now, you can see that I've left a 1/4 of an inch larger than the can section, and that gives me room for these tabs, which will just fit and lock over the edge of the can.
Well, that is so easy to cut. You can get your scissors on it.
Yeah, any sort of just regular scissors or tin snips will do this perfectly. And then once you've got to that stage, it's just a simple case of wrapping it round and turning the tabs over the top there. On the base section, you may feel that you want to cut the tabs a little bit shorter, but don't do that until you've got the thing in place, because you don't want to risk cutting them too short. So you just carry on doing that all the way around, and you
Just
end
kind
up...
of twisting them
That's
back
it.
like that?
That's it, just folding them over like that. Really easy.
Okay.
And then once you've done that all the way around, you get to something like this. This is the top section. And you can see in this I've made some holes already. These are really easy to do, but please don't try and do this with an electric drill. Just use an awl, which is a sharp implement like this. And I've got a bit of scrap wood here just to press into, which ensures that the bit of can section doesn't get crushed as you make the hole through it.
Exactly. So how many holes are you going to make and how far apart?
Well, I'm making a pair of holes in between each of the designs. And you can see I've left something like 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch between each design. And then, in addition to those holes, I've made another pair of holes, one either side. And these are a bit larger, so that, and of course this is just in the lid, in the top section, so that the handle can fit into these two holes.
Okay.
Now, we come to fitting the wire in place. Now, the wires that I'm using here are just 14-inch lengths.
This doesn't look anything like a lantern at this point, by the way.
Probably it will. So, I'm folding the bits of wire in half. Really easy, and just thread the two ends through the holes. Now you can see I've got one partly done here.
Yeah, and you just kind of put those in, and this is the bottom
That's it,
of the lantern.
Now I've also lined the base. I mean, you don't have to do that. I just think it makes it look nice.
Better.
You get more of a copper glow on the inside when you light it.
A copper glow.
Yeah, a copper glow.
Is.
So you press your jelly jar in place like that.
Jelly? Jam.
Jam jar.
Jam jar.
And then hold the top above like this, and then I'm going to thread these wires through.
Okay, how do you thread those to get that nice little crisscross pattern?
Well, I'm going to start off with each of the right-hand wires around the base here, so this one here and this one here, and thread it not straight through to the one above, but through the one on the left-hand side, 2 holes round. It's kind of hard to explain, but if you can see what I'm doing here.
I can see.
So it's going round from one of the right-hand holes, round and through one of the left-hand holes, 2 sets round. Now, when I've done all of these all the way round,
yes,
I'm going to be moving on to the left-hand wires.
To make a crisscross.
You have to imagine I've done all the right-hand ones.
Okay.
So, moving on to the left-hand ones, you just weave it over, then under, then over, and then through. Really easy.
And you can also, like, visually, you can see what you're doing, too. It's kind of like lacing a shoe.
Yeah, exactly. It's not that difficult at all.
You say that, but it really isn't. It's like, and
No, it isn't.
There's no messing up, because if you don't lace it right, you can just start over.
Exactly, exactly. However, when you first do it, let me tell you, this is going to look like a mess. You're going to have wires all over the place. It's not like it's going to look neat like this when you first do it. You're going to have just a couple of inches pushed through on each one, and these wires will be quite loose. So in order to tighten them up, you're going to have to grip the wires. And you can see one here where I've already done this, and just pull.
Oh, your pattern came out very nicely on that.
Well, yeah, if you just pull them tight, that's how you get it. So these are just mold grips, locking pliers.
Is that a
These
better
are
plier
easy.
to use than just household?
Yeah, because you don't have to worry about gripping the wire. The pliers grip the wire, and you can just focus on pulling.
So once you get all those wires through, then what?
Well, it's just a case of twisting them together. And you might think that you twist the ones that are immediately next to each other, but you don't. You twist them with their neighbour, like that.
I see. So you get a nice hold on it.
Yeah, exactly. And you end up with them like this, and then you just trim them off and bend each one over. And you can see one here where I've trimmed them off already, and there's just one left to bend over. It's just a simple case of just
kind of
pushing
hiding
it down by hand.
Now tell me
exactly.
how the handle is made. Out of a coat hanger?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I've got a 12-inch section that I've cut here out of the coat hanger, and then I've just bent the ends up 1 inch from the end to slightly more than a 90-degree angle. And then I've made a second bend downwards, you can see here. And then it's just a case of bending the whole thing round, and you end up with something that looks like this. It's a bit easier if you bend it around a tin can or something like that to get the round shape, then you don't have to do it by hand. Then it's just a case of wrapping the whole thing with this copper wire. I've got 8 feet of copper wire here, believe it or not. I mean, you wouldn't think you'd need that much.
No, would you need that much?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
It's amazing how much it takes.
So we go round and round and round.
Exactly, you just keep on bending it round, and you can see with this one here that I've trimmed the ends off slightly shorter than this. You might think that that's a bit of a waste of wire. You might think, why not just cut it to
Why
length
waste
to
that
start
coat
with?
hanger?
Yeah, exactly.
But it gives you...
it gives you something to grip with the pliers. If you try and bend this tiny little bit here, you won't have enough to grip to get a good angle.
And obviously this one got the perfect grip, the perfect angle. Once you put it in those 2 holes that we made, you have a wonderful little copper lantern, and you made it yourself.
Well,
Michael Ball, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
Scroll work gotten a little rusty? We'll have it looking as good as new a little later in the show. Then, well, you're probably wondering what I'm doing sitting at a table eating couscous with women from 9 different countries. Well, they're all from the United Nations Women's Guild, and today we're going to teach you how to make couscous. It's on page 110 from Tunisia. Plus, with our stepping stool, your reach will never exceed your grasp again. It's all coming up when Home Matters returns.
A very special message for people with diabetes. If you have diabetes and take insulin, I want to tell you about a wonderful free program called Keeping Well with Diabetes. It gives you the tools you need to help you manage your diabetes. A carbohydrate and calorie counter for making meal planning easier. A helpful guide for better doctor office visits, plus lots of useful health information.
Call now. With a carbohydrate and calorie counter, you'll have the facts for over 130 foods and drinks right at your fingertips. Your guide to better office visits brings you questions to ask your doctor, important checklists, and information to help you with your at-home care. And you'll get ongoing support. You'll even be one of the first to know about and save on new products.
Call now. Get free tools and membership in Keeping Well with Diabetes.
On the next Tool Belt Diva,
Norma Valley helps a homeowner fix up her fireplace.
seeing the brick disappear would be great.
We're gonna make that disappear.
A little hard work and a marble finish
That's classy.
will give this living room
You know what? Why don't you do it?
a hot new look.
Look how elegant that is. That's beautiful.
On the next Tool Belt Diva, tonight at 9.
Only on Discovery Home Channel.
How would you like the power to change from this to this? Join the thousands of men and women who are changing their bodies and lives with our best-selling videos hosted by fitness celebrity John Bastow.
Fitness Made Simple gives you the power to change. The power to change your body, the power to change your life.
Order our power package today and get the original Fitness Made Simple workout and nutrition video, plus AM/PM workouts, John's popular morning and evening exercise video for only $29.95. That's 2 videos for the price of 1. Call now.
Fitness Made Simple, bringing real results to real people.
Defined abs. Everybody wants them, but they're so hard to get.
That's because the real secret to getting great abs involves 2 key factors: variety in training routines and nutrition insights to reduce fat deposits so you can see results.
New from Fitness Made Simple comes 6-pack abs with John Bastow, the complete abdominal sculpting video. It offers 3 different home workouts and fat-fighting nutritional tips. Call now to order 6-pack abs with John Bastow.
Fitness Made Simple, bringing real results to real people.
Visit us on the web, the Discovery homepage, where you can find recipes, decorating tips, and more. Get to know your favorite hosts and check out our up-to-date program information. Go to discovery.com and click on Discovery Home. Coming up next, join Christopher Lowell as he shares fresh ideas for fun and fabulous design. Stay tuned, it's the Christopher Lowell Show, next on Discovery Home Channel.
Hi, and welcome back. For some people, like Susan Powell, not being able to reach things on the top shelf is a way of life. Our handyman Harvey is here to help us create something no pantry, library, room, kitchen should be without. It's a step stool.
They're always handy. You need to get up into those top places.
You got a 10-foot ceiling, you got your pots and pans up at the top, you need a step stool just like that one. We painted it very nicely,
Even
too.
big goomers like us need a step stool every once in a while.
That's our new show, Big Goomers.
There we go.
But no, we've put a plan together, too. We have all the sides. In fact, we're going to show now. We have all the sides and bottoms and tops. It's about, 6 or 7 pieces of wood that kind of go together.
What I like about a project like this is, in general, if I see something, at somebody's house or you see it, a picture in a magazine or whatever. Catalog, you can take the idea and build it yourself, usually for about half of what it costs buying it from a retail place or the catalog. So what we've done is break it down into the pieces and to try to make it a little decorative and a little nice looking. We've added like a design element here on the side.
Now you started with this. This is such a good idea. I love how you came up with this.
I can't draw, right? I'm really bad freehand, but I wanted a nice little decorative bottom for the stool. And so I took a parenthesis, a bracket on a computer.
Half a parenthesis.
Part of a font, blew it up really huge, printed it out, right?
So cool.
And then cut that out, transferred it to a cardboard pattern, and then we basically just took the cardboard pattern and transferred
That's our template.
Down to here.
Now for our decorative, we chose, these are the kind of a series of diamonds, though. You had a star, and I think we did a crescent moon
Same
also.
deal. I got it from clip art, blew it up big on the printer, printed it out, and made the stencil. So I want you to cut these. Yeah, this is our lovely diamond pattern here.
Ooh.
All right. So, and you drill a hole, of course, to get started. little pilot hole.
Oh, really, this is a cheap project here. It's not going to be very expensive, is it?
No, not really.
About 6 or 7 pieces of wood, your own time.
By the time we're done, maybe $40,
Perfect.
something like that.
Perfect.
Now, the treads, the steps themselves, I'm using this bead board. It's called 1x6 tongue and groove. Here's the tongue, and here's the groove in the back.
Is this pine?
This
Spruce?
is spruce, yeah. And basically, I'll show you real quickly how you make the treads. Put a little bead of glue along the tongue.
No, we're doing something that's going to carry, in my case, a lot of weight. Do we have to worry about, this is a softwood, does it matter?
It actually doesn't, because a tongue and groove is a very firm joint, and you're only spanning 13 inches here. I mean, this will more than hold your weight and my weight together.
I'm going to trust your physics on that. So we have some cutting to do, right?
Right. Now, we've glued them up ahead of time, and here's our actual tread for the top of the stool, and we have another power tool that we need.
Okay, but...
No more using of power tools without me.
Oh, Susan's here.
It's the Powell tool.
All right. You finish up the rabbit, did you? You're going to join us now? And
my dad would be so proud of me to see me using a router on television.
That's exactly what I want you to do. Treads look nice with a little rounded edge. Now, you could sand them and take forever and use your arm muscles up, but I want you to use the router and then just round this front edge of our top tread for us.
It makes such a nice little thing.
It really does. Now, be careful with the router. I know you're experienced with the router, but it's an incredibly dangerous tool. Spins around at 10,000 RPM.
Wow.
Yeah. And it takes a while to slow down.
I hate it when it spins around at 10,000.
I hate it when it spins around.
So now flip it over the hands, right hand on the trigger.
Now, do you put this on the wood and then start it, or start it
I'd
first?
start it first, and then bring it down into contact. There you go. You got it.
As usual, she's amazing.
Now let it stop. That's the thing. It's spinning so fast, it's got to stop.
That's what my dad would say, too.
Good.
You got to be careful with that.
Look at that edge you put on there. Very nice edge.
All right. Chris, you want to unclamp the side there, and we'll get started putting our piece together. Susan, let me slip behind you. And here's our partially assembled stool.
Put the bad side on the inside.
All
You
right.
know what this is really great for? If you had a little kid that's just getting to the point where they're brushing their own teeth too, this is a nice thing to make it yourself, and they'll pass it down to their children, and they'll pass it down to their children. And
My son is almost 8, but we just within the last year put that stool away, the brushing the teeth little stool, just because he was so attached to it.
Next thing you know, he'll be shaving, and he'll have to get up there and watch you shave. It's a thought. It's an idea.
All right, now, Susan, do me a favor. If you can, I'll hold it in. If you could just drive that down.
Did you drill pilot holes in there already?
I did. All right. There, great. All right. Let me line that up.
Got it?
Yep. All right. So do the top one.
One of our producers, Lynn McCauley, was talking about this too, because she has a kitchen that has very high ceilings, so all of her pots and pans are up high. This will come in great in the kitchen.
All
Great
right.
use in the kitchen, right?
Now, guys, we're making great progress here. I think we're ready for the top tread. So let me.
I like all the detail work that you did, and I also like it that this wood is.
Got the little edge on it.
Yeah, the little beaded part in there.
Is that what it's called, beaded?
It's beadboard. Yeah. It's just, I don't know. It's just visually interesting. I think I don't know that it serves any real function. But.
Well, you could possibly not slip if you have your big fuzzy pink slippers on. You could not slide off the top.
Right.
It's a thought.
Because we learned earlier that you're going to wear your slippers around the house all the time. You know?
Right. Because I can't run around with naked feet anymore.
That's right. Those big oily feet you got. All right.
All right. The goomer that I am. Sorry.
Right.
Sorry. What's your thought?
There we go.
You said it, not me.
Would you guys try to get along?
Yeah.
We got to
Good thing you're between us there, Harvey.
All right.
Mr. and Mrs. Fix-It need an intervention.
All right. There you go.
So you get the idea. You can paint that all kinds of ways.
Now, and these last two little pieces, they're just...
Now, what do they do?
They're just braces. They go in here for a little additional strength. And I would then glue them and drive in a screw from either end.
Right. And this one provides a little bit more.
Exactly.
Stabilization.
A little extra strength. And gives you something to... I mean, it's very strong.
Right. Does it really work?
Do you trust me?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Did you build this earlier today?
Yes.
Thank you, everyone.
Boy, he is big now.
Oh, yes, he is.
Makes you
big
very,
on TV,
very
big
tall.
Now, of course, you can choose to finish it any way you'd like.
It's like standing up
I
here.
painted that one, did a little fancy stencil in the front. You could. This is nice wood. You could even make it a natural finish if you'd like.
Great. Harvey, you're the best.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks so much for being with us today.
Harvey.
On a recent trip to New York, I spent some time with a group of women from 9 different countries, and we shared a recipe and so much more. That's coming up on Home Matters.
Every night in home workshops, there are people creating, People who pay attention to details, who consider their workbench as much of a showplace as their mantle. These are the people Dremel makes tools for, like the new 400 Series XPR. With new high-performance attachments, expanded capabilities, and greater control, the XPR enables people to enjoy better results in everything they do, which helps turn spare time into time well spent. The Dremel 400 Series XPR.
When shoes don't fit right, they don't feel right. Love those shoes, but hate that pain? Introducing NewFit, the professional two-way shoe stretcher by ProFoot, a trusted leader in foot care for over 25 years. For extra length, insert the NewFit stretcher fully into the shoe. Then simply turn the knob until pressure begins to show. To increase width, just turn the metal looped handle. It's as simple as turning a dial. NewFit works in either the left or the right shoe and in most shoe styles. So go ahead, NewFit those classic high-heeled pumps. NewFit those fabulous flats. Even relieve pressure in those sexy stiletto boots with the NewFit shoe stretcher. No more painful corns or bunions. No more bandage blisters. The NewFit shoe stretcher comes with 4 special pop-in stretch plugs that allow you to zero in on those tight spots. The 11 carefully positioned holes let you expand shoes in exactly the areas where pressure points hurt. New shoes a problem? Don't break them in. NewFit them. Your shoes will look and feel like they were custom made just for your feet.
When my feet hurt, my whole body hurts. So I use NewFit to give all my shoes a roomier, more comfortable fit.
I hated settling for boring styled shoes. Now with the NewFit shoe stretcher, I can wear all the hottest styles and still be comfortable.
Now you can order the NewFit shoe stretcher by ProFoot for only $19.95. Call now and receive a second NewFit free. As a special bonus, you'll also receive the ProFoot Double Comfort insoles. Slips easily into virtually any dress or casual shoe. These double-cushioned latex insoles are designed for double comfort. That's 2 NewFit shoe stretchers and bonus insoles, a $50 value for only $19.95. Don't let sore feet ruin your day. Ordered now.
Order your NewFit today. Call 1-800-931-1471 or send check or money order for $19.95 plus shipping and handling to NewFit, 2 Morgan Avenue, Norwalk, Connecticut. Or call 1-800-931-1471.
Monday, Christopher Lowell drops in.
Oh, hello again.
And completely transforms a co-ed's room into a cool place to crash.
We think you're going to really love it.
It's a lesson in dorm room decor. Then, Michelle's got a tiny apartment and a big mess.
Have you ever thrown anything away, Michelle?
That's the reason why you're over here. Helen Buttigieg helps clear the clutter. Monday, don't miss Christopher Lowell's Wall to Wall at 9 and Need at 9:30. Only on Discovery Home Channel. Coming up next, join Christopher Lowell as he shares creative ideas to help you spruce up your space. It's the Christopher Lowell Show, next on Discovery Home Channel.
Hi, welcome back. Recently, I got to spend the day with members of the United Nations Women's Guild.
In New York City?
Yes, it
Sounds
was really,
fascinating.
really fascinating. And you know what? They're raising money to fight world hunger with, of all things, a cookbook. New York City is the great melting pot of the United States. With so many wonderful people from all over the world, it only stands to reason that with them, they bring the tradition of their own home cooking. What kind of pot is this? I don't think most people have this in their homes.
This is what you call la couscoussière. This is
La
couscoussière. Couscoussière. Where you make couscous. First of all, half of a cup of oil, olive oil. Then 2 chopped onions. Here. And with all this, all the meat. So we're going to put some salt, of course, paprika, black pepper, how hot or how salty you want it, it's to your taste. While it's cooking, even from the beginning, you can start thinking about how to decorate later.
Make the color and the flavor.
Then something else that we add here is tomato paste.
That makes it nice and rich.
Yeah. Tomato paste, like a small can, just to right. small can of tomato paste.
So far, it looked unbelievable, and the smell was making my mouth water. But it's not done yet. We've still got to make the couscous.
Now, what are you doing there?
I'm humidifying the semolina, the couscous.
And is that just get it ready for the cooking?
Yes. It would be ready for steaming, with it being steamed, or else it would stay dry and hard.
Oh.
Some people don't want any cholesterol. It's much better to use olive oil, and it is as good. So this will prevent it from sticking. Just help it
Oh
with
my
some water.
heavens, that looks wonderful. I didn't know what you were doing when you were putting it in, but now I see.
Just some water.
So it doesn't get too dry.
Yeah.
This was all so simple. Oh my gosh. Oh. After waiting about 5 minutes, we removed all the peppers that we put in so that they would maintain their color and serve as decoration later on. Next, we added more water to the stew, all the carrots, put our moistened couscous in the top portion of the pot, and sealed it all up for about 10 minutes. This was too much to take. All those flavors.
All right. And pour it here.
Finally, in went the rest of the veggies, zucchini, potatoes, and then the chickpeas. Now the only thing left to do was wait and maybe give it a little taste.
How are you doing?
Beautifully, oh, she's a mother. She's got eyes in the back of her head. So we dished it out, added the peppers for decoration, and some raisins that Jamila boiled in some of the broth, and voila, a meal fit for a king, or United Nations diplomats and their wives, whichever the case may be. I'm trying to be so fair. Whoops. So the proceeds to this cookbook, and when they sell them in the gift shop and by mail, the proceeds go where? Can you tell me?
To help the needy children all over the world.
Thank you very much, all
Thank
of you, United Nations Women's Guild, and what a glorious cookbook.
Thank you for giving us this opportunity.
Oh, thank you. Shall we dig in? Let's hear it for the cook. Yes. Hear, hear.
What an amazing sit down. That whole table full of people from all around the world.
You know, some of them are actual diplomats themselves.
Is that who generates the recipes for the book?
Yes, that's who. Every one of these is from a different country. You know, sort of like couscous is indigenous to Tunisia.
Right.
Have you ever been to Tunisia?
No, that was wonderful. You were talking about that earlier. You've been to Tunisia.
Yeah, she was very funny when I met her, and I said, I've actually been to Tunisia. You know, she's met like 3 people in the United States that have actually been there. No,
Right.
I've actually been to Tunisia,
Right.
and you do eat couscous there.
And the recipes in the book are exotic, come right from each country, each
Yeah, and then
guild member
but the
brings
great
us.
thing, it's more than just a cookbook. It's really a fundraiser for World Hunger that was established by these women who wanted to make a difference.
Can't think
It's
of
the
a better
power
cause.
of one.
Yeah.
Next on Home Matters, is it really possible to decorate with rust? Find out when we return.
Imagine a foundation that actually works with your skin, not against it. A foundation that covers all your imperfections while giving you the look of beautiful, bare skin. Presenting Bare Minerals from Bare Essentials. For 30 years, this innovative beauty company has given you the healthiest makeup on earth. Chemical-free, fragrance-free, all natural products that are actually good for your skin. Liquid and cream foundations contain chemicals, preservatives, and other fillers that can irritate your skin. But Bare Minerals is 100% pure. It covers all your imperfections, yet it feels so weightless on your skin, you'll forget you're even wearing makeup. And Bare Minerals provides a natural physical sunblock that protects your skin against the sun's harmful rays. Bare Minerals foundation is unlike any other makeup you've ever worn. Like precious pearls, your skin will have a natural luminosity.
I will never wear liquid foundation or powder or any of those other makeups. When I first put Bare Minerals on my skin, it was wonderful. It felt like air.
There's nothing that lets people know that you're wearing makeup. Your skin just looks really good.
I was so happy with it, so pleased. I felt 10 years younger.
Over half of adult women suffer from acne, so no matter what your skin challenges are, Bare Minerals is so pure, there's nothing in it to irritate your skin. It's the perfect foundation for all skin types. You'll receive 2 foundation tones in each kit, and warmth, a very special Bare Minerals that gives you a look of health and vitality. You'll also receive Mineral Veil, This feather light, airy, and completely sheer powder gives you an unbelievable soft focus finish. Plus 3 professionally designed brushes. You can try Bare Minerals for 60 days, and if for any reason you're not happy, just send it back for a refund of the purchase price.
To order, call 1-800-576-9167.
On the next Cookin' in Brooklyn, don't tell Alan Harding his food isn't hot enough.
They're going to be asking for fire extinguishers.
On the next Cookin' in Brooklyn,
I don't really want to kill them.
Tuesday at 8.
Wings are ready. Let me at them.
Only on Discovery Home Channel.
Lose fat, increase energy, feel better about yourself than you ever thought possible, all in less than an hour every other day. Reshape your body in record time with Fitness Made Simple's new 45-minute fat-burning workout.
This workout is a double threat to our fat reserves. Number 1, we burn some fat just by doing the exercises. Number 2, the lean muscle we build uses fat for energy 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, even while we're sleeping.
Work out at home with fitness celebrity John Bastow, doing exercises to sculpt your chest, back, shoulders, arms, legs, and abs.
There are no tricky dance moves, no high-impact gyrations, just lightweight training done at a heart-pumping cardio pace to build lean muscle and burn pounds of fat.
Join the thousands of men and women who are improving their bodies and lives with our best-selling videos. Call now or order online at our website, fitnessmadesimple.com.
Fitness Made Simple, bringing real results to real people.
Coming up next, join Christopher Lowell as he shares tips and tricks for fun and functional design. It's the Christopher Lowell Show, next on Discovery Home Channel.
Welcome back. You know, sometimes rust just ruins metalwork, but other times it actually enhances the look of an object. The editor of Flea Market Decorating, Vicki Ingham, is here to tell us all about rust. Now, first of all, what is rust? What causes it?
Rust is a chemical reaction between iron and water and air. So anytime iron is exposed to the moisture in the air or to water, it will rust.
Yeah, and some people go, oh my gosh, it rusted, throw it out.
Yeah, but
not
no.
necessarily. So we have a good example of something that's, some things that have been redone through rust and made to look beautiful again.
Right.
And you're going to show us how to do that.
Well, the rusted look is so popular in decorating, but so is the plain metal look. So this kitchen grater, as you can see, is pretty rusty, and I would clean this and use it as a plant stand, not as a kitchen grater, but to use it as a little plant stand.
Yeah.
And all you have to do to clean it is so simple. You want to put on those rubber gloves because it is a chemical stripper, and you don't want to get it on your clothes or your skin.
Now, what is the stripper called that you're going to use on this?
Well, this brand name is Naval Jelly, but there's also Rust-Oleum makes a good one too.
Okay.
Now, first use this little scrubber pad to knock off all the loose dirt.
Not steel wool necessarily.
No, not steel wool, because I think that might scratch it, but this non-abrasive scrubber will get the dirty stuff off.
I have to tell you, if I saw this, I would toss it.
I know.
But you're saying,
but it will look very cool.
And this book is full of stuff just like this. You go, that's a great idea. It's perfect. Okay, so I've kind of got the loose chunks.
Good. Now you want to just carefully pour the Naval Jelly on there, and then you're going to scoot it around with the brush.
Just scoot it around.
So that it's well covered.
Okay.
Yes, it's thick and goopy, so it's not going to run too badly, but make sure all the metal is well covered and get down onto the handle.
Okay. And how long should this soak?
Now this will need to sit at least 5 minutes, preferably 10, but you can we'll start with 5. Now that's good.
Yeah.
Now we'll let that sit.
Okay, you sit and you do your thing.
Now we'll move down here.
Yes.
Now, if you love the rusted look and you
Which I kind of do. On some things.
Yeah, on some things it's very neat. It's just got this aged feeling to it. But if this were in a bathroom, for example, and you were going to hang a towel on it, you wouldn't want the rust coming off on your hands.
Curtain or a white curtain, which would be pretty on there.
It would be messy. But all you have to do is knock off some of the loose rust. If you want to knock off the loose rust and dirt with a bristle brush, just to get all the flaky stuff off the surface. Then, when you've got it decently clean,
it's really
isn't amazing how much comes off?
It's gross.
But when you've got it, that looks good. Okay. That's clean. Okay, take the crystal clear enamel, any kind of spray, and put on some glasses, a spray, clear acrylic spray or a spray enamel, and just spritz it very lightly. You don't want a heavy coat because that'll make it too shiny. That's good, especially the surfaces that might be touching fabric.
Is there anything else you could use besides this to seal it, or?
I think any, that's good. Any kind of matte, any kind of acrylic spray that would not put color in it. That'll take about, 10 or 15 minutes to dry to the touch, and then it will look like this. It'll be a darker brown. It'll have a slight sheen to it, but not too shiny. You don't want it to be too shiny.
This is different than a copper patina, isn't it?
Oh, yes. Now, the patina on copper is the equivalent of rust because that is corrosion also. It's just a different metal.
It's a different kind of corrosion, which we're not talking about.
Right.
We're not going
not this
there.
project.
No, no.
So, now another thing I like to do, an alternative to doing the acrylic spray that will give you a matte finish and is nice for smooth metals like this cast iron lid, is to rub it with boiled linseed oil.
Boiled linseed oil. Am I doing right? I'm just automatically
it's very
brushing
good.
this
Just
off.
brush the dirt off.
And this was like this was an iron lid to possibly a
Like
little pot or something.
Yeah, or a frying pan or a skillet. And this would be so cool, just hung on a wall like a piece of art.
Oh, yeah.
You know, on a plate frame. Now, you'll want to pour, you might want to put those gloves back on for this.
From the
It's gonna be a
gloves.
little,
I'll put
little
my right hand on. How's
messy.
that?
That's good.
Okay. And this
Now,
is just called boiled linseed
and
oil.
you just get this from the hardware store, and just, I'm going to pour a little bit just on there, and you rub it around.
And does this stop that rusting?
It rehydrates the metal, it punches up the color, and it will kind of seal the surface so that the rust does not come off on your hands or on fabric. It seals in that flaky stuff.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of seasoning a skillet.
It's very much the same process,
Yeah.
exactly.
But I don't think you'd probably do that.
You don't have to bake this. Now all you would have to do is let this sit for 24 hours and let it soak in, and then take a clean rag.
Right.
And this one has been soaking overnight. And you go back over it and rub off all the excess oil.
Now, what does that do for it, to rub off the oil?
When you rub off the oil, you're removing anything that's going to get on fabric, for one thing. So you just take off the excess, and you're buffing the surface. So it gives it a nice matte sheen. It
And
looks
again,
really good.
this started out, now look at
That's
that.
the
I
before.
have tossed so many of those kinds of things.
Yes, and look how gorgeous it turns out when you just do this linseed oil. That is so rich and pretty.
Again. And so, like, you take something like this, what could you use it for?
I would put washcloths in this and soaps maybe for a guest bathroom to gather all your toiletries together.
I love that look.
Or put mail and bills and your keys, and you always know where they are.
Yes, yes. Okay, now we've got this. This has been soaking
Now,
a tad down
this
here.
should be ready for the bath.
Okay. Also, there's some things that, like those little finials there, you might want to just keep those the way they are.
If the thing that you've got is just going to, you want to use this maybe to scrub the rust and the stripper off. If the object is not going to be touching fabric or you're not going to be handling it, you can just leave it rusty. Like these would be really neat on a curtain rod or a dowel for a towel rod.
Right.
And they wouldn't be touching fabric, so they'd be okay left
Because
rusty.
I like that kind of raw look. Now look at that. That did pretty well. I think it needs to soak maybe a little bit longer.
Yeah, it might need another little treatment.
But this one soaked. Now this soaked a good bit.
This soaked for 10 minutes, and so it would come this clean if it got to soak long enough.
Yeah. But it does that, and it really, you could use that for a grater again if you wanted, possibly. She says, I don't know about that.
I think to be on the safe side, I might just use it decoratively.
And I like the idea of a plant stand. Now, if you want to
yeah.
stop that rust process again on this.
You could buff it with a coat of paste wax, and that would slow the rust down. But to absolutely stop the rust process, you have to prime it with a metal primer and then paint it. And you can get the rusty look by priming it with red metal primer and then spritzing brown paint over it while the primer's wet. So it looks rusty, but it's not going to rust.
So a lot of combinations depending on your look, but the good news is you don't throw it out and you control it.
That's right, exactly.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Vicki, for
Thank
being with
you.
us today. Do you have a question or comment about any part of today's show? We'd love to hear from you. You can visit us online at discovery.com and just click on Discovery Daytime. Be sure to refer to episode number 81.
And look, Susan, I brought you a flower to go right on the grater/platform.
Doesn't that make a cute little rust-free planter thing?
I know. I particularly like the little watering cans with flowers.
Do you like the rust look?
Yes, I do. I think it looks natural, kind of country, kind of old. I like that.
You know what? We're out of time.
Saved money, learned something. It's a good show.
Goodbye for now, and thank you so much for being with us.
We'll see you next time on Home Matters.
For everything that matters to you and your home. Bye now.
Bye-bye.
Next, he's savvy, sensible, and a real straight shooter. Get design tips from a tried and true expert. It's the Christopher Lowell Show, next on Discovery Home Channel.